You heard that? What up and welcome to my channel. I had to open you up with that because I needed you to hear that crispiness, okay? I love me some crispy. Whatever it gotta be that need to be crispy, I need it in the crispiest manner, okay? And these corned beef and Swiss stuffed wontons was the bomb diggity, okay? So put your seatbelt on, sit back, relax, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So we're gonna get into it, okay? Let's just get into it. So first off, I got me some corned beef and some Swiss, okay? And these are the wonton wrappers I'm using. I got these from Walmart. Now, I got some corned beef because the store I went to, it happened to be on sale. So I just went ahead and got a couple slices because I knew I did, like last year sometime, I did corned beef and Swiss egg rolls, but I didn't chop it up. Like after looking and watching different recipes and stuff, chop up the corned beef. And wonton wrappers, as you can see, are very small. They're not egg roll wrappers. Even if you put it in an egg roll, I still say chop it up like this, okay? So kind of dice up your corned beef, just like I'm doing here, okay? Real small. So it'll be easier for us to stuff these in the wontons, okay? So I just did that and I put that to the side. This gonna be I guess kind of rather a simpler recipe because we don't have to cook the meat. The meat already cooked and all that. Basically the assembling process is gonna take the most time. Okay. So I got me some egg because I gotta make some egg wash because that, my friend, we're gonna have to dip. We're gonna use that just to seal the wontons basically. So I'm gonna double up. Okay. So I'm doing 2 wonton wrappers because I don't want them to shred. I don't want them not to shred, but I don't want them to tear, okay? Because if you do just a single wrap when you're doing it, it might bust open. And we don't need no busting of the opening, okay? We don't need that. So I just went all 4 sides in the egg wash. I did cheese, meat, cheese. And I do have my Swiss kind of cut up in like kind of tiny squares. Because once again, the wonton wrapper, you see how small they is, okay? Chop it up. Chop everything up, okay? Everything need to be in a small quantities, okay? Small. It just need to be small, okay? Because you want to be able to get this all in here. You don't want to have to overstuff it because, you know, that'd be my thing. Overstuffing things be my thing. And it's crazy because this is actually the next day because I made some the day before and I was like, oh, these so fire. I know somebody gonna want to know the recipe. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make them again and I'm gonna do them a different way because I basically did it this way. I didn't put cheese on top. So I did cheese, meat, cheese when I basically assembled these like this, okay? You're gonna make sure you seal them up tight, okay? No air should be seeping out of these wonton wrappers, okay? I'm leaving them into triangles. And as I assemble them, I'm putting that plate in the freezer, okay? Because when I get done, I'm gonna let them sit in the freezer for a little bit. I cleaned up a little bit, you know, maybe about 10 minutes of sitting in the freezer. And it allowed the grease to heat up, okay? So I didn't you could have your grease heating up right now if you want to, because you could just kind of pop them in. But for some reason, I'm going to stick with making sure to put them in the freezer. I don't know what that did, but I like that. Like, if they wasn't completely frozen, so that's why I say like 10 minutes of sitting in the freezer after you assemble all of them, okay? Before you put them directly in the grease. I don't know what it is, but like I said, that's going to be part of my technique from now on. So just make sure you seal them tight. Don't leave no air out, because if you leave some air out, okay, if you leave some air out of this, it's going to bust open when you frying it. And like I said, nothing should be busting open, okay? We not doing that. We need these airtight, so when they fry, they just, they fry the right way, basically, you know? So that's all I'm doing right there, okay? I did the cheese, meat, cheese method when I, stuffed these, because I want cheese throughout. I don't want just cheese. And that was the mistake I made the day before. I didn't put cheese on, like, underneath the corned beef and above the corned beef when I was stuffing them. So I made sure I did it this time, so at the end, you're going to see how cheesy. You saw it in the beginning, but wait till we get to the end, okay? So I went ahead and, like I said, I had them sitting in the freezer for a little bit before I put them in the grease, just so I could allow the grease to heat up and just so I can clean my station, okay? Because by the time you do both of them, you should be good and ready to go ahead and pop these in like this, okay? So you're going to pop them in. Now, since this is a smaller type of, a smaller pot that I'm using, I'm going to be basically constantly flipping these over, as you about to see, because since it's stuffed, okay, since these stuffed wontons and they basically pregnant, you know, the chunkness, it tends to weigh down. So if you don't, it basically, we just doing this to make sure it don't just fry on one side. I want them fried on both sides evenly. Okay. So as they frying, as one side is getting more fried, I'm just constantly just flipping them to make sure they all fried, dyed, and laid to the side when they get done, So that's all. Okay. I mean, you don't have to do this. You can always just wait until that one side is basically fried and then flip them over. But I just want to make sure that, I need to make sure that they evenly fried. Okay. In the crispiest of manners. Okay. When it comes to fish, chicken, anything that's supposed to be fried, I need it crispy. Okay. I need it crispy. My air fryer wings even be crispy. And that's without coating them. I don't put no egg on my air fryer wings. And they still come out crispy. Like, that is important to me. It's important. It's something about the texture. It's something about the sound. I love some crunchy, crispy food. I love it. It's really the bee's knees, So like I said, you see they turning brown, I'm going to keep doing this. At any point, once they're brown, you can take them out. But I need them super brown. I need them gold, like a little darker brown. Not chocolate or nothing like that. Just a little more golden than this. It's a little bit more gold than this, because that's going to be that crispiness that I'm talking about. I know what it look like when they going to be real crispy. Okay. And they getting there. Okay. You see that color? It's changing. We going through it. We going through the different phases of the changing of the crispiness. Okay. It went from that pale color, and now we got some melanin. Okay. Now we got some melanin. Okay. Would you try this? I'm trying to get more interactive with y'all. I want to, what's y'all favorite snacks? Like, what do y'all like to eat? You know what I'm saying? What y'all like to make? Is there anything that you want me to make? Like any of y'all favorite foods, childhood things? Because I love doing that. I love making stuff from memory, like from my childhood, because most of the things that you see me making on here, if you knew, or even if you ain't, most of the things that you see me make on here it's my first time making it. So yeah, that's why even more it just be more excellent, because as I get older, my seasoning process and all that is just becoming more mastered. So everything I be making, it just be so much flavor, neighbor. Look at that. This is that brown goodness I'm talking about. You gonna fry it until it look like this. Okay, if you want it crispy like you heard in the beginning, you gonna fry them until they look like this. Okay, we need that type of melanin. We need that color of that brownness. Okay, now you ain't gotta do that, but if you trying to get what I did, you trying to just get you trying to do what I did. Okay, you want to follow me and follow what I did. Since you watching this recipe, just do that. Okay, just do it. Now I only made like 8, so I just kind of did them in batches. So 4x4, frying them until they crispy. Once again, making sure they frying on both sides. That's I'm gonna keep saying that because that part is important. We need both of them. We need both sides fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Okay. Should no side be more crispier than the other? You feel me? We not doing that. We're just really not. Okay. And make sure if you don't have a wire rack, I recommend getting one so you can let them sit on there, just so they can drain out and they can maintain that crispiness. Okay, because we need that. That's what's important. If it's supposed to be fried, it needs to be crispy. The combination, like, explosive. Extra crispy me, please. Yeah, we not playing. And I paired it with Thousand Island dressing. Okay. Apparently this is like a Detroit staple, like this kind of pairing. I don't know. I need to travel to Detroit to try some stuff, but make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you make them. Okay. 10K, we on the way. We building. Okay. And this snacky snack, you ain't gonna regret it. Okay. You gonna love it. And I can't wait to hear it. Okay. I can't wait to hear how much y'all gonna love it. I wish I had some more right now because I would smash. Okay, I would devour them.